Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
That's what I tell them. I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. How to code, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles. Compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles. Go take care of your business. Success Chronicles. It's deeper than just winning. Success Chronicles.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chip Baker coming to you with another episode, and I'm excited about this one to have Coach Jen Hardy on with us. Once a coach, always a coach. But excited to have Jen Hardy on with us. Great lady doing some great things, and I'm excited to share her journey and some nuggets from her with you. So first, Jen, thanks so much for taking the time to interview with the Success Chronicles.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Well, let's dive into it. If you don't mind sharing a little bit about, who you are and what it is you do.
Yeah, absolutely. So I am an empowerment coach and speaker. And as a result of the workshops and the private coaching that I do, I actually have supported thousands of women to kind of rediscover themselves, recognize their own value, and to start to lead a life of success that is also driven by love.
Love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Break that down for me. You say driven by love. What are some of those things that come up for you when you use that?
Yeah, it's learning that a lot of considering what it is you're trying to attract into your life, right? And
Yeah.
a lot of times, I believe, especially women right now, have this sense of it has to be forceful and we have to really push.
Yeah.
You could call that even like a masculine way to do things. And I like to try to get them to recognize, once you know your own value and you truly step into who you are as a woman and the power that you have and what you're capable of, things don't have to be forceful. Things don't have to be hard. Things can be so easy and graceful and full of love and flowy and kind, and things just come to you so much more naturally.
I like that. That's good stuff. Well, what are 3 things you've accomplished in your life that you're proud of?
Well, number one, from coach to coach, is winning a state title. So winning a 4A soccer state title as a head coach. But what a lot of people don't know is that I was in the Austin area when we won that. And we were the first Austin area team in any classification, boys or girls, to win a state title in 32 years of UIL's existence. So
Wow.
It's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a big deal right there, Coach.
Yeah. So it's we were the first Centex area team. That's what it was called. So that was, and I'd only been a head coach for 5 years. So some people were kind of rubbed the wrong way by that.
That's their problem. It's all right.
Doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Yep. So you said 3 things. So another thing would be the fact that I left teaching and coaching with that kind of success. That was in 2014. We went back in 2015 as a silver medalist, runner-up, and then we went back again in 17 as a 6A, and we're finalists. And I took a program of 16 to 72, and I decided to leave, and people were like, "What are you doing?" And it was I'm doing what I wound up doing, and I want to know what else I can do and be good at. So I'm pretty proud of the fact that I took a leap that a lot of people don't take.
It's good stuff.
Yeah. And it was such a beautiful journey, has been. That was only 4 years ago. So it's still a fresh journey, but it's been pretty incredible. And then the third thing I'm most proud of, probably the fact that I take full responsibility for my family being more of a family again. And I'm not married and I don't have kids. So when I say family, I mean my mother, my father, and my sister and I actually having relationships again that are deep and meaningful and authentic. in ways that we never had them before. And I take responsibility for that because I've been training in what I've been training in with neurolinguistic programming and hypnosis and timeline therapy and getting better coaching modalities behind me. And my sister and my mom have jumped in on those modalities and learned themselves.
Mhm.
And my father's just getting it by osmosis, and it's it's shifting all of us anyway. So I would say I would have to acknowledge that as being another proud moment.
That's awesome. Well, just hearing you talk about your journey, hearing you discuss the things that you're proud of, winning the title, leaving teaching and coaching, and taking full responsibility of the family being together. I would consider all of that to be hugely successful. So let's hit on success. What is your definition of success?
I was mulling around on this earlier today because you
Hmm.
did ask me that when we talked, and I'm like, God, how do I define success? I
Yeah,
think I define success by the journey that we take and being willing to be more excited about what happens along the way, how we grow, where we transform, what we learn, versus whether or not we hit this end result or this end goal that we tend to have in mind. And it's not so much, did I make the money? Did I get the client? Did I hit
yeah,
blankety blank? It's, how was the journey and how did I handle it and what happened along the way? And for me, if I can turn around and look back and be like, okay, I took the failure as feedback. That's one of my big things, right? And I moved forward. I kept going, asked for help when I needed it, took the opportunities that arose versus, getting shut down and stopping. So that's what was kind of showing up for me, is how do I define success?
okay, all right. So, what I want to do now, I was going to say now to the fun part, but it's all been fun for me. But but if you don't mind, I want to throw out some like maybe 3 words or 3 phrases at you. If you
Mm,
don't mind, just talk about what comes to mind or to heart when you hear these words or phrases. You okay with that?
shoot, let's go.
Okay. All right. So I love it. So the first one is empower.
Mm, yep, that's easy. Um, Everything you want is on the other side of responsibility. And I believe that's true empowerment.
I
When
love
you're
that.
willing to take responsibility and take a look at how you're creating everything that's showing up in your movie of life, you are empowered. It might be yucky at first, but that to
Yeah.
me is truly taking the reins back.
I love it. I love it. Give me a second. I gotta write that down. That's good stuff. All right. The second one is the process.
Ooh, the process.
Mhm.
Wow, what came up was the joy,
Mm,
like the
yeah.
joy of the process, right? Like the learnings that come along with the process of figuring it out,
Yeah. Yeah.
and just figuring out how to be in flow with that, how to let it just be part of the learning and the growth.
And I love too, like as you said that made me think about what you said earlier in the interview about not making it a hard thing, right?
Mm,
Like just be in tune with it and just be and enjoy those moments, right? The joy. And I
yes,
think when
sir.
when you can do that, I think we learn so much about the world, but more so we learn so much about ourselves.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's what a magic is, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're culturally kind of wrapped up in I have to be able to be, and it's so backwards. It's you have to be to have.
Come on. Let's go. Man, that's so good. Well, all right. So the last one I'm gonna give you, I'm gonna pause a little bit before I give you this one because it's the good one right here. Okay. All right. You getting ready? You ready?
Mhm.
All right. So the last one is legacy.
Ugh. Oh. So what comes up for me, this is interesting because I took a training in September, and they're my newest mentors out in Miami. And they talk a lot about legacy. They even have a program that's called Legacy Leadership. And so we spent some time discussing legacy. And what I loved, what I absolutely loved, and the whole reason I will end up taking that training eventually, is legacy is not about what you leave behind. It's how you live every day. Like, why can't you live in your legacy now? Why does it have to be what you're leaving? And it just like, it gives me goosebumps to even like think about it that way. Cause I'm like, yes, why do I want to wait till I'm gone to leave a legacy? I want to be in it now.
Yeah, that gave me chills because that's right up my now you're talking my language.
Yeah.
I think I think it's so important. I think yes, you want to know what you are leaving behind, but what's more important is your day-to-day actions and living that legacy, right? And I have it, and I'm gonna share this with you since you're a coach. You can use this too. I have a SHG principle, right?
SHG. Okay.
And for me, the S is show up. Show up, be in the moment, so you learn the lessons that you're supposed to learn. Like, be intentional about being in the moment. Have a great attitude is the H, right? And for me, gratitude is the attitude that determines our altitude.
Hey, I love it. I love it.
And then the G is give your all. And in any situation that you're in, you have to give maximum effort because maximum effort gives you maximum results. And so for me, that's the SHG principle. And I truly believe, and that's what I've strived to live by, each moment of each day. I truly believe that if we can do that, we don't just leave a legacy, but we live a legacy by our day-to-day actions.
Absolutely. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, thank you.
What a fabulous philosophy.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like you talking my language. Like when you said that, I was like, oh,
wait a minute.
What? Oh.
I don't believe in accidents. You found me, I found you, whatever. We found each other for a reason.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. And I think the viewers or listeners, whoever check this out, I think they will be blessed by what they get from this, and I hope that it'll help them as well.
Yeah, me too, for sure.
Yeah. Well, as we close, I'd love for you to have an opportunity to share with the audience where they can go follow you and check you out and show you some love with all of the amazing things you have going on.
I appreciate that. Yeah. So I do have a website, and keep it simple, thejenhardy.com. It's on my background. Where's it at? There it's at me. thejenhardy.com. I am on Instagram as _Jen Hardy, trying to keep it all pretty consistent and simple. I'm on Facebook and LinkedIn as well, just as me, Jen Hardy. And I do Jen instead of Jennifer. And if you look me up by Jennifer, you won't find me. And it's Jen with one N.
There you go.
But I do offer virtual things sometimes if anybody sees this and they're not, in Texas or getting here, it doesn't work. I still try to get online and offer valuable content just for anybody who's looking for an opportunity to see things the way they never have, or hear something newly and discover something that they've been looking for.
Well, there you go. Well, Jen, I just want to say again, thanks so much for taking the time to interview with the Success Chronicles. Truly appreciate it, and I wish you continued success.
Well, I appreciate it, sir. Thank you so much for reaching out.
Yeah, oh yeah. And thank you guys for checking out this episode. We'll see you next time. God bless. Go get it.